again. So we are in the section which has using the graphics calculator to do a compound interest problem. Now this one doesn't have any payments. So let's have a look here. Depositing sounds a bit like principal to me, present value, into a bank account. Okay, that pays 5% compounded monthly. Now, if this doesn't ask me to, I don't have to use the formula. Okay, in this occasion, not asked to use the formula, so I can use the calculator. Off to finance. TVM on the old calculators, never use F1. So F2 for compound interest. It's got lots of values in here. So first of all, 2 years monthly. So 2 years monthly. Okay, let's go through here. PV equals 6,000. Now, if it's a deposit, I'm going to write negative 6,000 because it's a deposit. I put the money in. I don't have it anymore. Deposit. Okay. I equals 5%. That's fine. It's paid monthly. So P/Y equals 12. Now for your questions, we're going to assume C/Y and P/Y are always the same. What haven't I used yet? Number N. Are we all clear that it's going to equal, thank you, the number of payments, number of compounds, not payments, equals, 2 years monthly. Everybody should say 24. Look at the person next to you. Did they say 24? So it's obviously 2 times 12. 24. What is this question asking for? How much will I have in my account after 2 years? I hope everyone's clear that that's what is the future value equals the question mark. For your test and your assignments, we'll need you to write out what you think the letters are because we cannot read what's in your calculator. So I've looked at this question. There's no payment. I'm actually going to write that down. PMT equals 0. There's no payment. So, when I'm trying to put them into the calculator here, there's going to be a spot left. Into the calculator. So, menu, finance. N equals 24 times. It's going to happen 24 times. In this question, I is 5%. It's a deposit, so minus 6,000. Okay, in this question, there's no mention of any other regular payments. So, future value, well, that's what I'm looking for, so currently I leave it at 0. And then move on. 0, enter, thank you. Monthly, P/Y is 12. And C/Y will be the same as P/Y. That will change next year, but for us it's good. Now, how do we get answers out of these? We put all these numbers in. The way you get answers is you look for the number you're looking for, future value, come over to here. Once we've loaded this up, we can say, oh, there's future value, and future value will now be linked with F5. If I was looking for payment, I'd click on F4. I was looking for principal. We'll look at this part later. So I'm looking for future value. Bang. So, at the end of 24 months, my $6,000 is now going to be this much. So I'm going to write that down. Future value is now, I can't remember that, 662964. 65. $6,629.65. Okay. Now this question didn't ask for it, but I'm going to write it. Hey, what would the interest be? And for an investment, the interest. So I'll make that clear. interest would equal the future value, take the starting value. So in this question it will be 6629.65 subtract 6,000, which would be, 629. So you use the calculator to find, in this particular question, the future value. Please remember to write out what you think the components stand for. In case you get one wrong, then all these numbers will be incorrect, but we might give you part marks for getting most of those put into the right place. Okay, so I'm going to proceed to question 4. Don't think I've messed up too much yet. Let's go to the calculator. We'll clear everything. 0, 0. Okay. So, he's got his boat for $8,000. He's sold it. He's depositing the money. It's an investment. Okay. So, PV equals minus 8,000. Put that money in. It's investment. I put the money in. Minus 8,000. Alright. Go. I equals 5.6. Always going to be the easiest one to find. Compounded quarterly, and it's 3 years. So let's do part A. Quarterly, 3 years. Everybody happy that N has got to be equal 4 times 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. This question has no regular payments. It's just put the money's put in once. There's no payment every month. So PMT equals 0. Got most things happening. What's this question asked for? How much will have his in account after? Well, that's a long-winded way to say that this question is looking for future value. Question mark. Right, on to the calculator. We'll get to you in a minute, B. No patience. Right, N was quarterly for 3 years. 3 times 4. I was 5.6. Present value, how much did I invest? Minus $8,000. There are no regular payments in this question. 0. I'm looking for future value, so let's put a 0 for future value first up. Here's the trick. Compounded quarterly, P/Y. Let's write that one down. From compounded quarterly, that's right here, P/Y equals 4. P/Y equals 4. Quarterly. Okay, C/Y also equals 4. In year 11, you can assume those two will be the same. Next year, that will change. Okay, P/Y equals 4. This means the interest is calculated and added in every 4 times a year. Okay, every 3 months, 4 times a year. Alright, so I put all the numbers in. Now to find the missing value, we press the button underneath. Underneath the future value is F5. Well, it looks like my $8,000 has turned into $9,500 roughly. That makes sense. $9,452.47. 9,452.57. Now, to go for part B, Yes, don't we love Microsoft Word. Okay, PV. This is setting up the same problem, basically. There's my investment. I equals 5.6. P slash Y equals C slash Y. Compounded quarterly. This is the same as your K if you were doing the by thing formula. 4 times a year, quarterly. Now for this question, N equals 8 years. 8 years times 4 equals 32. There are no payments, and we're now looking for future value. Right, so this person is going to put their money away for 8 years. Let it compound. Never taking money out, never adding more money in. Okay, F2 for compound interest. So the new changes are 32. 5.6. We have the same initial amount, no payment. Let's set this back to 0. Happens 4 times a year. I've put something into every box. Let's calculate future value. So we'll look for the button underneath, future value. Okay, future value is now, I think it was $12,000. Let's have a look. $12,482. $12,482 and 59 cents. Right, okay, 59 cents. Good. It's not asked in this question, but I will write it down. Sometimes we'll ask for an interest for a loan, for an investment. This is worth jotting on your formula sheet somewhere. For an investment, the interest earned is always the future value. Take the present value. I think it's pretty easy to see that we went from 8,000 to 12,500. Okay, in this particular question. All right, so I'm just relying on you working out the minor signs that the interest is this 12,000, but I had 8,000 to start with. This negative is just to help the calculator do its thing. 12,482.59. Take 8. And that's got to be about 4,000, doesn't it? 4,482. Now, not asked in this question, but when you're looking at a test, you're probably always going to have these extra steps, apart from using the steps in the calculator. I hope that's good for this first little intro section for no payment, compounding with no payment. Thank you. Whoops.